Welcome in, beautiful souls. This is Brandy with Tribal Awakening. I like to call myself Brandini from time to time. It was a nickname that my mama, the Divine Feminine, before me, she liked to call me that because I could pull rabbits and magic out of my ass. I'm just kidding. But anyway, I'm just being a little silly before I get going with this reading. We have the Tarot de la Nuit, which is the Tarot of Night. This is the deck that I'm going to use to clarify Divine Feminine messages tonight. This is Divine Feminine presents the Naked Truth. Okay? I have decided to do these episodes to clarify to the collective what the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine journey is really all about. It's not all sunshine and lollipops. And this particular reading, the Divine Feminines, I have already pre-channeled some things that I'm going to go ahead and get out right now before I start pulling cards. I've gotten angel messages today. First of all, we have the number 66, 414. For this energy. To me, it's still today, right now. I'm still in the 27th, although it is the 28th of February now. These late night reads, having to work around my schedule. But anyway, okay, so aside from the angel messages to start off with the angel numbers, what I've been downloading in these last several days is Arcturian and Pleiadian energy. I did mention this in the Divine Masculine read. I am a starseed, for those of you guys that do not know. And for those of you that do not know what a starseed is, I can point you to a channel that I watch quite frequently to get more light downloads whenever I feel like I'm stuck. I watch Consciousness Evolution. She has a really, really beautiful way of channeling starseed information to the collective. So if you guys are lost as to what starseeds are and you think you might resonate, follow Consciousness Evolution here on YouTube. She usually channels a lot of starseed energy, and so does Bridget Rao, guys. So these are two of the starseed channelers that I like to watch here on YouTube. So if you're a little lost as to what a starseed is, you could also follow Bridget Rao's second channel, which is Divine Essentials. That is where she channels a lot of the Arcturian, Syrian, Pleiadian, Lyran, starseed energies. She channels quite a few. So she does a lot of videos that are extremely knowledgeable as to what starseeds really are. And when I'm talking about starseed energy and channeling starseed light codes from our divine starseed family out there in the cosmos. So there's several different songs from the Divine Masculines, and I got several different channeled messages from the Divine Feminine as well. The Divine Masculine songs I mentioned in the Divine Masculine video when I was channeling Divine Masculine energy. So the 4 songs that right off the top of my head or that I wrote down on this list here are about there's one song from Etta James, okay, and it's I'd Rather Go Blind. The second song was If I Can't Have You. It's gonna be by an artist called Sarah Bareilles. I don't know, I may have to show you guys here on my phone. Oh, it's not gonna show me. L-E-S, and her first name is Sarah, and it's spelled S-A-R-A. Okay, and so the album that this song is on, it's called I Can't Have You, and it's called Amidst the Chaos. I do want to mention that I do not have rights to this music, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and stop that. So I didn't even mean to play it in the first place. But anyway, her name is Sarah Bareilles. Okay, so if you listen to the lyrics of the song, Sarah is basically saying, like, she's saying from the divine feminine aspect of, well, if I can't have you, I'm gonna go ahead and move on through this energy. And what else I downloaded from that particular song is that true divine feminine energies are not going to stay stuck any longer in the illusions of a divine masculine, okay? And a lot of divine feminines have been stuck in the illusions of the distorted divine masculine. Okay. Okay, so there is a difference between distorted divine masculine energy and distorted feminine divine feminine energies. And a lot of us that have the twin flame mission here on earth is to basically go through the trials and tribulations and to go through every range and aspect of the duality of nature. And so this is what a lot of readers on YouTube do not specify when they do twin flame readings, which is the purpose of why I'm doing the Naked Truth videos for you guys. And the epiphany came to me over my dark night of the soul, over the winter, and clearing out energies of my own and understanding that every part of this journey has been about clearing out karmic cycles. Okay, so a lot of us have been stuck in the same energy of allowing the distorted masculine to keep us trapped. Okay, and this is a part of the divine feminine awakening that is happening and taking place right now. So she's also in the energy of, like, a song by Cheryl Lynn. It was a 70s song and it was very, very heavily played out in disco era. And the song is called Got to Be Real. And these songs is like the divine feminine saying, she definitely cannot stand being in separation, from her divine masculine, and she'd rather go blind than to see him with somebody else. Okay, this is for some of those of you guys that do have that dynamic where you come into union with your divine masculine. Actually, what it is you come into union with your distorted divine masculine, which is your twin flame half who's not quite awakened yet. He's still in the distorted energies of playing around with karmic energies and situations. So you have to understand that while your divine masculine is in the distorted phase, he's not quite awakened yet, and he's on his way. So for some of those of you guys that do have the dynamic where you come into union with your distorted divine masculine and then you go into separation with your distorted divine masculine, that's when you go onto the journey of fully awakening yourselves and going to align yourselves with what you need to energetically to be whole, to come into union with yourself, to kick codependency habits, which is something that the divine masculine also has to go through as well. It's why the devil energy usually pops up between divine lover or any kind of human situation that you're going through. This is for divine souls in general. It's why the devil energy is here. We all have to go through the trials and tribulations of learning how to balance out our energies. And those of us that become awakened on this journey, it's really about learning the lessons to come into union within our energetic balance. So that's basically what the journey is about. But now a lot of us, when we get curious and we want to find out, what's going on in this awakening journey, we can get sucked up into lower level energies. And this is basically the major lesson that the divine feminine usually goes through before the divine masculine ever does, is we awaken to the journey. And once we begin to clear out cycles and energies of breaking generational curses, which is something that the divine masculine must do as well on his journey from going from distorted masculine to becoming the sacred masculine, or becoming divine masculine. Sacred masculine is usually that final journey where, or sacred feminine is usually where we go through the journey of, we've already come into the understanding of our divinity and we kind of walk that path. But going into sacred femininity or sacred masculinity is truly about completely coming into alignment with your Christ consciousness. And when you're in the energy of balance and you're no longer allowing lower level energies to come in and knock you off of your journey, or where you're no longer in the energy of repeating karmic cycles. This is when you can now go from the divine aspect to the sacred aspect, where you're now valuing yourself. You are energetically aligned. You're healthy physically, you're healthy mentally, you're healthy emotionally, you're totally in union and in sync with all three of your bodies. So this is what the divine feminine actually wanted to come forward tonight and clarify for the collective, because there are so many people out there giving twin flames and people who are coming into power and into their ascensions, giving them the wrong idea about twin flames and what twin flames really are. Twin flames are the energetic souls of the body of basically Christ consciousness, if you want to call it that. You know, we are the forefront of, you know, if you want to put it as God's army, or if you want to put it as Spirit's collective army. We're not really an army, of course. You could look at it that way if you want to put it into a 3D perspective somehow, but in a 5D perspective, we are a union of souls that are put here on this earth to raise the vibration of the planet, which means every soul body that each twin flame on the twin flame wave is connecting to in their light, you know, as long as they're standing on their mission, or as long as they're on their way to their divine mission and completing their soul contracts with Spirit. It's about helping other people around them and all of the energetic bodies that a twin flame will connect to. It's about helping them awaken to their own truth, helping them awaken to their own divinity, and helping them stand in it and function from it, from a high vibration. It's opening up ourselves to the collective, and in turn gathering souls, you know, for the highest good. It's helping these souls come into a higher evolution, more or less. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw in another thing. Is about the song of If I Can't Have You. It's about, there's another song, it's by Yvonne, and it's titled the same, I Can't Have You. And she's saying, I don't want anybody. If I can't have you, I don't want no one else. But that's about the facade of wanting to know who your DM is. Okay. And for some god awful reason, I wouldn't call it god awful, but for some divine reason, the way that I interpreted this song message was about how are we going to come into healing and come into sacred union if we're in this energy of, if we can't have our divine masculines, then I don't want anybody else. But the common illusion that divine feminines will fall for every fucking time on this journey is falling for a karmic person, falling for someone who's only meant to come in to help us prepare ourselves to meet or come into union with our divine masculines. Like I said, on this twin flame journey, like, every single dynamic is completely and utterly different. You cannot let a collective energy resonate with your entire story, because that's just not how the fuck it really works. Divine feminine as well as divine masculine, through all of the illusions and through all of the bullshit of twin flames, or, you know, the whole paradox of how do we alchemize this energy? Well, the divine feminine and the divine masculine are basically coming forward me, like, my spirit guides are basically telling me that this is the way that I need to channel these messages to you guys. So this is how it's happening. And it's to help you guys not get confused on this journey, especially if you are a twin flame, because my job here and what they've told me to do is that it's my job to help you guys not get sucked into the illusions of what this journey is really about. And a lot of other readers are trying really, like, some of the higher vibrational readers, like Bridget Rao, like Erica Elmutes, like the lady, I can't remember what her name is, from Consciousness Evolution. Some of the other readers that I watch, like Stephanie from Just Keep Swimming 1111, she specializes in twin flame soul unions. She specializes in love and energy dynamics between lovers. She specializes in that. But Consciousness Evolution, you know, she focuses on the higher vibrational, like, especially Erica. I can definitely say Erica for fact. she focuses on, you know, the messages to help yourself through this journey. This is what I'm being guided to do as well. So anyway, I'm just gonna start this reading. Let's see what the Divine Feminine has to say, guys. Hey, Misty, welcome in. Welcome in. So we're going to find out the naked truth, what the Divine Feminine has to say about all of this twin flame mumbo jumbo and nonsense. Like, let's let the Divine Feminine come through as the Queen of Swords to, like, let's cut through the bullshit of the twin flame dynamic and the twin flame wave that is happening to this world right now, to the collective. I do want to beware. The Divine Feminine wants to warn you guys that right now there are a lot of cutthroat energies in the air right now, a lot of past life energies, a lot of harmful energies, maybe from scores never settled coming back, or rearing their ugly heads. Just like the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine might also feel 5D energies. Or lower vibrational energies, like some supernatural phenomena might be happening to the Divine Feminines as well during this period in time right now. So Divine is really telling both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine collective right now to armor up. If you guys feel energies that are trying to come into your energetic shield, to thwart them off and ground yourself, because it is vampiric energy. It's serving a purpose to come in and try to drain you right now. So Divine really, really wants us to protect ourselves from lower level energies right now. We definitely need to be grounded right about now. Some of us need to do some fire gazing, some earthing, or, you know, we need to take our salt baths and do extra cleansing rituals right about now. We're getting ready for springtime to come in. So we're clearing out this dark and old and drab ass energy that no longer serves us for the higher good anymore. Anyways, while I shuffle the cards, if they'll let me breathe. I call upon my spirit guides, my angels, way showers, ancestors, divine source, come in and allow me to please be a clear channel for the collective, for the highest good. Protect us from lower level energies that might want to come into this read and throw us off our course or confuse us. Please, Lord, help us remove our obstacles and any obstacles that try to come between us and the divine knowledge that you're trying to bring into us. Please help us protect ourselves and allow us to receive these messages with perfect love and perfect trust. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so, all right. I'm going to pull 4 cards for the overall energy to get started, to kick off this reading, and I'm going to see how closely these cards relate to the messages that I channeled earlier. Okay, so we also have the energy of yes coming in. It's about yes, saying yes to the transformations. Right now, the Divine Feminine is saying yes to the transformations. The Divine Masculine, on the other side of his spectrum, this is where the feminine read is differing. She's excited about the changes. Divine Masculine, on the other hand, is not. There is some yes and no energy. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna know what that's all about too. Give me just a second. We need 2 more cards. Spirit, thank you. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right, so to start off, Divine Feminine, she knows deep down that she has a divine counterpart. Now, the lessons of the Divine Feminine revolve around illusions. Okay? along with the divine masculine collective. But naturally, the divine feminine is going to sniff this energy of illusions out before the divine masculine will have a chance, because this is where we function, and this is where we operate from. The divine feminine functions and operates from her intuition, where the divine masculine functions and operates from his lower level chakras, which would be the root. And this is why a lot of women will say that divine masculine or masculines think with their penises. Okay, in this case, that's actually energetically true. Divine masculines function from their sacral and root chakra passions. Okay, but we don't have to distort that fact. Okay, guys. This is not what the divine feminine is saying. The divine feminine is saying she understands and understands the connection of her twin flame soulmate. Okay, she understands that it is a divine connection, and even if she's never met this person, she knows her divine masculine exists somewhere in the world, obviously, because she exists. So if she exists, she knows her divine masculine exists. Even if she hasn't met him, she knows that he's out there somewhere. Okay, this is the divine feminine, literally, figuratively, and without a doubt, busting through the illusions of twin flame dynamics and being stuck in karmic energies. This has been a part of the divine feminine's lesson. Okay, having to learn how to discern between a divine soul connection and understanding that certain connections with soulmates are karmic situations meant to teach a lesson for us to go in and do the integration work and to do the shadow work, because these people reveal the ugliest parts of ourselves as mirrors. Divine feminine has been through these lessons. This is what she understands. This is what she knows. Okay, so this is the overall energy for divine feminines. She's cutting through the bullshit. Okay, she's saying yes to the transformation, and she's saying no to the bullshit. She is cutting out anything that does not resonate with her as truth, as divine truth. She's cutting out the karmic bullshit. She's ending generational curses. She is clearing out the karmic baggage as we speak. And she is following her heart. She's following spirit. She's following herself. She's trusting in herself. Because she knows that this is eternal love, this connection that she feels deep down within her soul. And the thing about the illusions that the divine feminine has had to go through, where she's saying no to all this karmic bullshit, is for the fact that she's been through lesson after lesson after lesson, where she has longed for her divine masculine, and she's searched for her divine masculine in all of the wrong people. Wondering, is my divine masculine somebody from my past? Is my divine masculine coming back? Is my divine masculine done with the third party situations? Is my divine masculine done being an asshole? Is my divine masculine done being inconsiderate and lacking the compassion for divine feminine? Divine feminine is starting to realize the illusional bullshit is saying that this eternal love that she has waited for and has been searching for in all of the wrong men, in all of the wrong masculines, or going round and round with these same situations where she's not put her boundaries up in place, is to saying, I'm not having any more of that, because the eternal love and soul connection that I'm going to say yes to is going to be one of those that have been transformed. Because the divine feminine is pretty positive that while she's doing the work and she's healing, so is her divine masculine. This is what we do know in twin flame dynamics. We know that everything that we go through, our twin is mirroring on the other side. So a lot of low vibrational people will say that they're on a twin flame journey, but they're really stuck in a karmic cycle. And the last thing that they want to do is admit that they're stuck in a karmic cycle. They want so desperately to believe in the self-delusions that These people that will treat them like shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over again are divine masculines when they're in fact distorted masculines. The feminine is here to say this is bullshit. And as divine feminines, we know better. We know better than to fall for this poppycock. We have to follow our hearts and we have to follow our intuition. We have to pay attention to those red flags that are popping up. Divine feminines. This is the great mother goddess, the mother Gaia, the divine feminine of all divine feminines coming forward to tell you guys that if you have to second guess yourself about who your divine masculine is, he's not your fucking divine masculine. And excuse my French, but it's to that point where this twin flame revolution that is taking the world by storm is getting so out of hand with misinformation. It's not even funny. And trust me, as a divine feminine, an awakening divine feminine, and a very clairvoyant divine feminine at that, I can tell you from personal experience that the lessons that I have learned in my personal journey are only here to tell you, and I'm standing witness to say that you've got to detach from the outcomes of things. And I'm speaking to divine feminines in specific right now. The divine masculines are watching this. If they do watch this video, they're going to be like, yeah, divine feminines, you need to really, really trust in your intuition. You really need to use your discernment right now because you've got to burst through the illusions. It's up to the divine feminine to burst through the illusions of bullshit and to flip the energy dynamic anyway. So what the great divine feminine is standing forward and saying to us, man, is that we really, really, really have to get it together, and we really got to come out of this bullshit self-delusion that we put ourselves in as divine feminines. If you guys are in a cycle where your divine masculines are narcissistic as fuck and they are doing things to harm you physically, emotionally, and spiritually, I'm sorry, and I'm here to say that that is not your divine masculine. Now, there are so many energies that can be coming into your life situations or stemming back from past situations where you're dealing with a distorted masculine. You're not dealing with a divine masculine, okay? You're not going to be dealing with a divine masculine until you are truly embodying divine feminine energy, okay? And I'm just going to fucking trigger some people right now in this video. And this is what the divine masculine was saying in his naked truth was, you know, he's owning his shit and he's giving a warning out there in some of those messages coming through tonight that he's trying to help, along with the divine feminine. They're trying to remove the illusions of bullshit from twin flame energies because twin flame energies have the hardest time coming into union anyway. Why? Because we're powerful motherfuckers. We're powerful as just half a flame of a soul. We're like, even just with one half of a soul, one twin flame is extremely powerful. And I just can't even tell you that what happens. I can't even tell you or describe to you in human words what it means when a twin flame, when two twin flame souls come into union as one whole being in the physical, you're beyond powerful. So when you have devil-like energies, I'll say quote unquote, coming in here, trying to throw illusions in a masterful way to the point where you are stuck in karmic cycles because you are convinced that this toxic ass, distorted ass masculine or distorted ass feminine, they're your divine counterparts. Hell to the motherfucking no. I'm here to tell you right now, and Spirit is forcing me to say this to you guys, is that if you are dealing with energies like that, they are not divine. They are karmic, they're toxic, and you have to protect yourself from these energies. Whatever you have to do to protect yourself. And Move into a sacred space of your own where these energies cannot thwart you off your mission and fuck up your journey. Like, and I'm not going to say they're going to fuck your journey up, because we're all here to learn lessons. And a lot of us do come here on soul contracts to clear out karmic energies, which means we're here to go through specific lessons of clearing out karmic energies and ending generational curses. And a lot of generational curses happen in karmic cycles. A lot of these karmic cycles can take place in past lives, current lives, any timeline situations that you want to resonate with. It's whatever, but flat out, the divine feminine knows that this eternal love needs protection. The divine masculine knows that this eternal love needs protection as well. So it's really about coming out of this illusionary bullshit energy where we're stuck in the same cycles with karmic partners, thinking that these people are our divine masculines and divine feminines. This is only energy as well, guys. So take that how it resonates. You can be a divine masculine and be a woman. Okay. You can also be a divine feminine and be a man. And that doesn't mean that you are gay in the sense of, if you're a man, you like men, or if you're a woman, you like women, and your divine masculine is a woman. That's not what I'm saying at all. Anybody of any dynamic can embody these energies. It's really just however it's resonating with you. If you resonate more as a feminine, or if you resonate more as a masculine, okay? Sometimes even twin flames can fluctuate those energies one from the other, like where it's kind of like where we switch energies, where, I don't know, I've noticed a lot of different weird things in twin flame dynamics coming from my own specific lessons and life lessons, and the things that I'm learning and the things that I'm downloading about twin flames. Okay. A lot of the dynamics can be completely different. Some shit can happen that you wouldn't even think, like, oh my God, is that really true? Like, my divine masculine and I, we switch roles. Sometimes I'm more masculine, sometimes he's more feminine. Sometimes I'm more feminine, sometimes he's more masculine, but somehow we have the hardest time embodying all of that energy in unison together, okay? And that's from within the self as well. That's another thing they wanted me to clarify. Some of these energies fluctuate, which is why we go through the mirroring process. And why it's really important not to get stuck. Because change is inevitable and we can't be afraid of it. So usually when we're afraid, that's when we get stuck a lot. So, but anyway, divine feminines are saying yes, 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 yes to the transformation. No, 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 no to the bullshit. No, 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 no to those fucking facades. We're throwing the facades to the curb. We're coming out of this self-delusional bullshit. Like, divine feminines are saying no, no. In our awakening, the more we awaken, the more we follow our hearts, and the more that we understand that this is an eternal connection, and we cannot put expectations on the 5D, or we cannot put expectations from the 5D onto the 3D world. The divine feminine is starting to understand that this is definitely not possible. Our divine masculines. You're welcome, Mystic. You're welcome. I think I'm just going to call you that from now on, Misty. Like, I'm going to have to call you Mystic. It's just, it feels like your witchy name. But yes. So, divine, if you are on your way to embodying divine feminine energy, you are being told to be careful what energies you let resonate with you. Okay? I don't know how many times divine masculine and divine mother have to come in and tell us to use our discernment between the energies that we are attracting to us. It's been a message over and over and over. Like, we know this is an eternal love, but we can get quite obsessed. Women can get very obsessive on this twin flame journey. Masculines, not so much. Masculines feel their divine feminines on a deep heart space level. And so it's not something, it's something that they have a harder time putting into words. It's something that they have a harder time, this is why divine masculines run, because divine feminines are obsessed. This is the mirroring aspect. That's really not a joke. Like, how are you going to alchemize somebody to you when you doubt everything? And a lot of feminines are so in this energy of being so confused as to who their divine masculine is that they will literally put themselves into false twin situations. Trust me, I know that from experience. I also know that because I'm stubborn as fuck. I'm an Aries moon. I am a Leo sun, and I am a Capricorn rising. So if that is not stubborn as fuck, I don't know what is, honey. That is some stubborn as fuck energy right there. And I'm just more stubborn because I guess my journey is a little bit more tedious. And I resonate with that because it's just so fucking obvious. I knew a long time ago when I started awakening that I actually awakened quite a bit in advance before I figured out that I was a twin flame. So the twin flame thing, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, dynamic, is only 3 years new to me. But being awakened is not something new to me. I awakened to my gifts when I was young. Okay, I knew I was a starseed when I was 5. You can't really get around the spirit name of Morning Star and not have that connotation that you belong somewhere else. Like, I've always had this connotation that I belong somewhere else, and I've always had this affinity to the stars. So I've known for a long time, like even since I was a child, that I was a star seed. I've always had intuitive gifts to be able to sniff out the truth in people, to be able to tell you, like, I couldn't stand certain people because their energy just radiated low vibration. I could sniff out danger before any of the adults around me could. And I think for my mom, a couple of times, even though she was intuitive herself and she had psychic abilities, you know, I think there are times where I scared the shit out of my mom because of how accurate I was about people. And it's just not something I've been able to help. So as somebody who's stepping into my divine femininity, you know, I can tell you from being a twin flame myself and knowing that I'm on a twin flame journey, that especially after all of the karmic lessons that I have cleared out, this is why the divine feminine is saying, fuck the karmic lessons. We have seen this. We know what this is all about. This is what's triggering our transformation, literally. It's the karmic energies. It's not the fact that we've come into union with our DM and we've gone into separation. It has nothing to do with that. Being a twin flame is about being triggered by karmic situations. It's about being triggered to learn the fucking lessons to step into our divinity, guys. This is the truth of the divine feminine. This is the naked truth of the divine feminine. Okay? So the divine feminine in this energy this week, especially with Venus kissing the moon tonight, that was a really big fucking ordeal. That's like double feminine energy right there in one celestial alignment, which is fucking crazy. Like, you've got the moon energy, which is all goddess energy, and then of course Venus, that's all goddess energy. So you have the goddess, the great goddess energy coming forward to say, look, divine feminines, look, divine masculines, you guys have got to come out of this illusionary bullshit. Some of us need to come out of the illusionary bullshit that we've already met our twin flames. Some of us are only going through the work and going through, we've been awakened to the twin flame experience to prepare us for eternal love, guys. This is why we're going through the twin flame awakenings. This is why we're going through what we're going through. This is what the lessons of the divine feminine are. And it's to see through the bullshit, to see through the illusions, to bust down the illusions of self-destruction, self-sabotage, and self-delusions about twin flame journeys. It is definitely not to continue to get ourselves sucked up into karmic cycles. We are supposed to be helping the divine masculine collective come out of it. So that is the greatest message overall right now in this energy. This is where the reading begins. Okay, so saying yes to the transformation, I'm going to go ahead and pull some some Tarot de la Nuit. Tarot de la Nuit. Oui. Now I'm French all of a sudden. I'm just kidding, guys. Anyway, I love this deck, especially when it comes to tapping into divine feminine energy. A lot of these cards, if you guys, some of you guys that read or follow other readers, this is a majorly positive feminine deck. Like this, there are hardly any masculine depictions in this deck at all, save for a few. But anyway, most of the energy in this deck is divine, is triple goddess energy. So we have the Eight of Swords coming out of that trapped illusionary fucking mind energy. Okay, so what's going on to say, what are the divine feminines saying yes toward as far as transformation? Give us some clarification, Spirit. Let us know what the divine feminine's truth is in this transformation that she's saying yes to. Give us the naked truth, Spirit. Okay, so Page of Swords. We have Page of Swords coming out in divine feminine energies tonight as well. Okay, so I think I pulled 2 cards apiece. Fuck it, I'm just going to do it how I'm guided. So let's get some clarification to the Page of Swords. What's coming in? All right. The truth about boredom. The truth about boredom. Divine Feminine is having a major tower moment about boredom and where boredom can take us. Okay. Sometimes boredom can take us into the lowest of the lowest of the lowest of energies, especially when we are in that energy of lack. Okay. When we're in that energy of lack, divine feminines, this is where we usually take ourselves through those karmic cycles. Okay. Even if we see these karmic cycles as something that we hold as divine, because we hold that divine sense of unconditional love and light. Okay. Sometimes this is where we have our tower moments. The tower moments are coming down. Like when we try to build a house built on Legos, like Cindy G from Tennessee says, from a cup of love to row. Yeah, when you build a fucking house on Legos, you can't expect that shit to stay sturdy. You know, you can't expect that to withstand the battles of time. So when we try to build a house with Legos, there's some destructive person coming through the living room floor and destroying your Lego house all over the carpet, and they probably wind up stepping on some of your Legos at the same time. And that's just kind of how it feels spiritually. Like, it feels like you're the person that winds up stepping on the Legos instead of the person that you think is going to step on the Legos, but it's really you instead. Anyway, the divine feminine has learned lessons through this transformation on where the boredom energy and where the Four of Cups energy can really take us. But in this deck, I'm going to go ahead and I don't know why Spirit here lately has been taking me into the books of these different decks that I read from to actually just read the different messages, because they hold different messages, but they still have the same energy. It's like, but they have a different outlook. It's like each deck I use is going to have a different outlook or a different kind of energy to shed some perspective or shed some light onto the perspective for you. So just be patient with me, guys. So for divine feminines, ugly, well, I wouldn't say ugly truth. For the divine feminine's naked truth, the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, Page of Swords, Page of Swords. Okay, if I could ever find it. The Page of Swords message for this card is my son within. Okay, so this is what she's saying yes to. Okay, this makes a whole lot of sense now. My son within. Okay, so the cards are extremely shiny. Sorry. This message says, do you think that light around me comes from the sky? No, my friend. It comes from my soul. I am full of ideas and projects. I'm eager to materialize them. I can't wait to start the journey. I'm so excited about all the potentials that must be explored. Nothing seems impossible to me right now. I don't care if I lack experience. I don't care if I'm not an empress or a high priestess or a queen yet. My faith and my inner sun are my best weapons, and I'm a quick learner. Let my golden light touch you too. Shine like a sun rising in the night, for to press your skills. Be excited and put your ideas into motion. You'll be wise and quiet tomorrow. Today, be lively and glittery. This is about pure energy, passion, enthusiasm, excitement, ideas, inexperience, but having the ability to learn. Okay, so this is the energy that the divine feminine is in right now. Seeing new horizons coming into her fold. She's embracing this transformational energy. She's feeling good in it. So why do we have the Four of Cups here? So what the divine feminine is clearing out in this transformation is that Four of Cups energy, where she's trying to kick that boredom's ass to the curb, trying to kick the energy of boredom in its ass. Okay. So the Four of Cups energy is my Knight of Solitude. It's about coming out of solitude, all right? It's about having that big ass tower moment and coming out of solitude. So eventually you got to come out of solitude in order to be rebuilt. Like, this is what the divine feminine is doing after her greatest tower moment ever. She's rebuilding. She's also saying that in this enlightenment that I've gained over these lessons, as I've been hurt many times, and all I need for now is to have some rest on my own. And sometimes it's about being okay. You know, the divine feminine is saying it's okay to take a rest if you need to take a rest. Excitement has flown away from my life, but she's feeling like that's transforming right now. That's being enlightened and illuminated for her. Some may find me to be selfish because right now my only concern is me and I don't care. And this is how other people externally might be viewing the divine feminine right now, but it's okay. Because the divine feminine should not need to really give a damn what anybody else thinks right now about their journey and about the fact that they are taking a rest or a reprieve from certain things, you know. Everybody might be, you know, other people might be thinking the divine feminine is being really selfish right now, but she's really going in to take care of herself during this transformation. She knows that the clear water below her is offering some new musical score. Maybe she will happily whistle to it soon, but for now, she just wants to sit in contemplation. Come and meditate with her under the protection of night. Okay, so this is about getting over, you know, this is about finding her inner self through the dissatisfaction and the lack of motivation and the boredom that she has had to reevaluate things lately. So this is about really having that energy of renewal coming through after that dark night of the soul, after the tower. And I really feel like this is past energy. So this is what she's gone through in the past. This is what her transformation has really been all about in the enlightening process. What it's really been like for the divine feminine is, you know, she's really had the struggle of going through that energy of boredom or losing a part of herself, you know, in situations from the past in order to come into her inner sun energy. So you have the darkest night energy, but then you have the inner sun energy coming in. But this has been a part of the divine feminine's inner transformation, what she's going through right now. So all of this energy would have been followed by a major tower moment, and that's about taking the blinders off. Okay, so what is this no energy about? In all actuality, what is this no energy about? What is this no energy? Okay, so everything wants to come flying about. All right, so yeah, it's just like I said, the Ten of Wands, feeling like in this card, the Ten of Wands is about, like, you know, the woman who thought that her lessons would come in obtaining everything that she could materially, but this card is about having wealth to the point where you're lacking, you know, you're going after a material wealth where you have more burdens instead of relief. It's about clearing out that perception of thinking that you have to manifest your wealth just so that you can handle all of your responsibilities. Sometimes it's saying that sometimes even rich and well-off, abundant people, they don't necessarily have abundance. Okay, they can have all the money in the world, but they don't have abundance And it's to say that they may have all this money, but they have more money and more problems. You know, and at one point in time, the divine masculine and the divine feminine as well, you know, the divine feminine is under this illusionary distortion, thinking that she has to manifest abundance in order to alchemize the energy to draw her twin flame into her. That's not necessarily the case. Okay. And this is the energy that divine feminine is warning us not to get stuck in, of saying, well, I'm not going to ever find true love, or I'm not going to ever have true love if I don't have, you know, if I don't have my 10 of Pentacles, if I don't have my 10 of Pentacles, and if I'm not in my 9 of Pentacles energy, if I'm not this big badass queen that has it all, then I won't have my divine masculine. What they want you guys to know is that that's fucking bullshit, and that's an illusion. They want you guys to know that that's illusion. You can energetically alchemize your twin flame to you if you are feeling abundant from within, okay? It has shit to do with material things. This is about ethereal energy and how you need to ethereally embody this energy, and not from a fucking material sense, guys. This is another no of twin flame messages where you guys are going to get stuck listening to that shit. Divine feminine is coming forward in double, triple goddess energy to tell you guys that don't fall for that shit. This is about energetic alchemizations. This is not about whether or not you have a big ass house and you have your own car and you have your own business. You don't have to own your own businesses to come into union with your divine masculine. You don't have to have everything completely figured out. The only thing that you have to do is to understand that your energy alchemizes everything. Your energy is responsible for manifestation. It is not what you can manifest in the 3D world, okay? That's the beauty of being a magician, okay? Is to see what you can manifest in the 3D world. But coming into union with your twin flame, soulmate, or your divine counterpart, it's not about how much fucking money can you manifest. It's about how you alchemize this energy and get yourself out of that stuck 8 of Swords bullshit where you are stuck in the same paradigms, listening to false twin information. And I'll just call it that. This reading is going to trigger a lot of feminines that are stuck in this idea that they know who the fuck their divine masculine is. Let me just tell you this. Spirit will tell you, you don't know who the fuck your divine masculine is until you meet them. And when you meet your divine masculine and you come into union with your divine masculine, this is when you've actually done the work to actually alchemize your divine masculine into union with you. Now, like I said, for some dynamics, it's different. It's different with every dynamic. You have either met your divine masculine or you haven't. But you will fucking know. You will know when you come into union with your divine masculine. You'll know when you meet your divine masculine. You'll know when this is your person. There is no disputing it. As long as you were following your intuition and you were cutting out this bullshit, you are going to manifest your divine masculine. You're going to manifest your divine counterpart to you. But this is what the divine feminine is saying no to, is being stuck in this 8 of Swords energy, being misled, misguided, and misunderstood. The burden of the separation comes from not doing the work, and it comes from staying stuck in energies that you know you should walk away from. If you're obsessed, you need to walk away. If you're obsessed, you need to go alchemize that shit, because that is not coming from an abundant, you're not coming from an abundant place, okay? This is what Spirit is really, 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 really trying to tell you guys about the naked truth of divine soul connections when it comes to twin flames. Divine feminine energies, divine masculine energies. Okay, the divine masculine doesn't pull any punches with anybody. So when she's coming forward to the collective and saying, don't follow this bullshit, don't get stuck in the idea of thinking that you have to manifest riches and gore and riches and galore to have your divine masculine. Fuck no. You need to get out of this stuck energy, divine feminine says. Get out of this energy of being trapped. Don't fall for the bullshit. It's all illusions. Okay? You know when you meet your divine masculine. You know when you meet your counterpart, divine twin flame soulmate. You know it's not illusions. You know it's not bullshit. And there's nobody or anything or any energy that can tell you otherwise. So you have to totally trust your intuition. Okay, so Divine Feminine, when she's following her heart, what is she saying? Like, what is she trying to say to the collective? What is she trying to say right now in the naked truth about following your heart? Following your heart. Yes, that's what we have to do, Mystic. We have to surrender to our true, authentic selves, and we have to surrender the material world. We have to surrender ideals of who we think our divine masculine is, because if we're not fully opening up our heart chakras and opening ourselves to all possibilities of love, we could be shutting out our divine counterparts in that energy. If you're trying to manifest divine union to be victorious, following your heart is definitely key. Following your heart, not your head. Your heart's going to know. And that's how you kick that devil energy in the ass, boy. Ooh. Ooh, you cannot make this shit up. If you want to be victorious and follow, you have to follow your heart to kick the devil energy in the ass, to kick those lower level energies in their ass. Follow your heart and be victorious. It's with the 6 of Wands energy. There's lots. So you have the 6 and 10 of Wands. Okay, you got that devil in the reverse. Okay, so this is the Divine Feminine saying, I'm no longer falling for that bullshit. I'm cutting codependencies. I am no longer going to be codependent on this energy. I am no longer going to be codependent on the burdens of wondering who the fuck my divine masculine is. She's saying that I know that my divine masculine exists. I know that there is an eternal flame. I know that there is an eternal love within this connection. And if I am stuck in these karmic cycles, then I must get myself the fuck out. The Divine Feminine is moving fast to get out of these karmic situations. She already knows what the fuck is up, man. Divine Feminine knows. Okay, so if you, for those of you guys that watch this video and you are not knowing, then you're not Divine Feminine. You may be on your way, but you're not Divine Feminine yet if you don't already fucking know that this is one of those journeys where you gotta kick the illusions to the curb in order to be victorious on this journey. You've got to fucking energetically throw this shit to the curb. And that's basically what Divine Feminine was saying with the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Wands right here. You don't have to have illusions of grandeur. You don't have to go through these illusions of grandeur fucking experiments to fucking alchemize your twin into your life. That is not how this works. And understanding that, following your heart to do exactly what you're divinely guided to do on this journey, that's kicking the devil energy in the ass. That's kicking that low vibe energy to the damn curb and saying, like, I'm going to be victorious. I'm Divine Feminine. I will be victorious. I know this is an eternal love. Okay, so this is an extra card in the major arcana that they actually kind of, that the author kind of threw into this deck, and it is about this divine love connection. And this is the Lover's card. So underneath the overall, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. This is about walking away from the bullshit. This is about standing, getting grounded through this energy. So we have the Devil in reverse. There are no reversals in this deck, but I'm taking it that way as the Divine Feminine is kicking this lower vibe energy to the curb because she intuitively fucking knows better. When someone is standing in their Divine Feminine sovereignty, you fucking know how to discern through this energy. And you know what resonates with you and you know what does not. So whatever is not resonating with you on this journey, don't fucking swallow that shit and think you have to take those messages as truth. You don't. You do not. So the devil energy, I'm just going to give a message of the 6 of Wands right quick. Then I'm going to tap into the Angel de la Nuit card. Nuit. I need to learn how to speak French. Maybe I won't sound so hickish. Anyway, I just think it's funny. Six of Wands. Okay, Jesus, please help me find this. Okay, so this is about flowers, the blossoming confidence. So divine feminines need to stand really strong in their confidence right now. Following your heart is exactly what you should be doing right now. So you need to be confident that what you are doing is what you need to be doing, because Spirit is saying that you're on the right path. Flowers are blossoming all around you, as they should. You deserve it. You have fought hard. Today is the day of your reward. The people of the night now admire and acclaim you. You and I do not need to meet by accident. I do not appear to losers, the divine goddess is saying. She knows that you've worked hard and she respects you for that. You've overcome many difficulties, so she wants to congratulate you. May your success bring you great confidence. Allow yourself to feel proud. Hold your head up high and shine like a star. Become an example that others will want to follow. You really deserve the success that is yours now. Bravo. This is about success, public recognition, shining bright, being prideful, in a healthy way, promoting self-confidence and promoting oneself into a higher vibration. Okay, so this is what the divine feminine needs to do in order to follow her heart. She needs to be confident about the moves that she's making right now. And the divine feminine is the Queen of Wands. The divine feminine is the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is going to move forward with that energy. But really the way she's really moving is the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, she says. And walking away from that bullshit. You got to be, sometimes we got to take it slow. It's like Tina Turner asked before she sings the song "Proud Mary." She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go in a little slow, and then I'm gonna come at you hard." With it. So it's kind of like moving in slow toward her future. The divine feminine is kind of moving slow in toward her future, but before long, she's gonna be going hard and fast at it, and nothing will slow her down. Nothing will stop her. She's following her heart toward her dreams. And it's really not just about, what she can manifest physically. That's what she needs to not be focusing on so much. Right now she needs to be focusing on self-care. And if she needs to take a rest, the divine feminine needs to take a rest and slow down a little bit. I was actually given a personal message earlier today, don't rush yourself to manifest all this shit. If you need to slow down and take a rest, you need to slow down and take a rest. And that's the truth of the matter. That's all a part of transformation. And right now, divine feminines are going through transformations just as well as the divine masculines. And just because we're more positive about this transformation than the divine masculines are, it doesn't mean that we don't need to slow down and go in and take some rest for ourselves, so that we don't burden ourselves and get ourselves stuck in even more energy that we don't want to be stuck in. Okay, so the last of the messages that are coming out are the Angel de la Nuit, which is the Angel of Night. This was an extra card that the author threw in. And this is about the message of the Angel of Night is, I am the Angel of Night. And if you've picked me up, then my message to you is that your inner night is soon coming to an end. You may have walked in darkness for some time, but soon, and very soon, a new full moon will arise and will show you the way. Okay. So I'm just going to take a pause right there and say that in another week and a half, we will have the full moon coming up, the full moon of March. So I'm gathering from the energy that I'm picking up off of this next full moon that is coming. It's going to be a super moon, guys. Okay, so just throwing that out there a little bit. Okay, so this is also a time where you guys can set forth new intentions. Okay, this is also when messages will come to the light. And usually when the full moon comes out, it's usually about putting an end to certain things that need to come to an end. And this is why we have the energy of the new moon to come in afterward to help us manifest new intentions. Okay, so the full moon is about clearing out. But Goddess says, the Angel of Night says that my phosphorescent, I'm going to hold this card up quick so you guys can see. The phosphorescent butterflies are here to guide you. Butterflies are also another symbol of transformation, guys. There's so much transformation happening within the Divine Feminine Collective, okay? So it's believe in luck and believe in me. Believe in you. My black soft wings are protecting you from now on. Enter into you here. I whisper my sweet lullaby. Have no fear, honey. Everything's going to be fine. The night is nothing to be afraid of anymore, and the warm sun that you hold within is ready to shine again. I love this card. And so at the end, on top of that, to clarify, you have the lovers. The lovers. This is the final message of eternal love. So when you guys know that you have an eternal love that is waiting for you, then there's no need to rush. Everything is a part of the process, and the destination isn't the out. It's not what should be focused on, the outcome. It's every part of the journey that is taking you to get through this integration. Not only this integration of yourself, but this integration between lovers, between the divine masculine and the divine feminine collective as a whole. So the divine feminine wants you guys to know, with the lovers card in finality, that love is always a choice, okay? So it's like RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how the fuck are you going to love anybody else? Right? Divine Feminine has learned this lesson really hardcore. So she's gone through the lessons of loving herself. This is about a special bond, attractiveness, soulmates, choices, and being true to oneself. If you guys are trying to bring in divine love and sacred union, then you must embody divine love and sacred union within yourselves first. And that is the truth of the matter. That is the naked, raw truth of the fact that divine feminines, if you are trying to call in your divine sacred love, then you must embody divine sacred love within. Okay, so it says, look at us. The bond that we have is eternal. Our love is altogether emotional, spiritual, and sexual. It's the deepest love ever, yet it is love we've fought for. Okay? Choices had to be made, and it's your turn now to choose love and fight for love. You have, as we had, to be clear about your own values and to stand for them. Love is never possible if you are not true to yourself first. If you're facing a dilemma, honestly, the only way to get through to you are through the shadows of doubt. For the decision you'll make is going to be essential at this point in time in your life. Never forget there are only two paths. One is wrong and the other one is love. Okay, so what I've gotten from that are the messages. Like, I'm just going to go into my history a little bit, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my grandma and my grandpa. When I was younger, my grandfather used to tell me, Brandy, there's going to come a time where, boys are going to start liking you. And I think it was because I was sitting down with my grandpa, and I was like, well, boy, I was like, Grandpa, why do boys are always going to be mean? And he said, Brandy, boys aren't always going to be mean to you. Boys kind of have to grow up just the same as little girls do. But once little girls come into women and young little boys come into, grown men, you know, he said, what I want you to do is you're going to be confused that, once you get older, he said, boys are going to come at you left and right. He said, now, I said, well, how long have you and grandma been together? Did you guys meet when you were, kids? And he was like, no, we met when we were a little bit older. But he said, this is the thing. He said, Brandy, you have to learn how to discern when somebody, he's like, there's going to be boys that are going to try to, come and, they're going to be mean to you, and they're going to say anything they want to say to, to make you think that they like you, but they're really just after one thing. And this is when I was a little bit older. I was probably about 13 or 14. Or no, this is right as I was hitting puberty, basically. He was telling me, he's like, once you get older, he's like, you really, really need to trust yourself. And you really, really need to be in love with somebody wholeheartedly before you give up parts of yourself to those people. Because you're gonna have people come into your bubble, and they're gonna talk a good game, and they're gonna sweet talk you, and they'll wind up doing you dirty. He said, so you don't want to fall in love with the wrong person, and you don't want to give yourself up to the wrong person sexually, because if you do that, it's kind of like saying, wait to be intimate, wait to have sex, and wait to be personal in those kind of dynamics until you truly know that you're going to be settling down with someone. So this is basically what the divine feminine is saying, that the lesson to be learned here is that you're not going to come into a divine union until you make yourself wait for the right person. And you'll know when you're with the right person. You won't go through the same cycles of the fake one fake one after another. You're not going to go through that when you meet your twin. You're not going to go through those dynamics of them ghosting you and hurting you. Your divine masculine and your divine feminine are going to want to go to the ends of the earth energetically to protect you, even if it means protecting you from themselves. So even if they come in, they don't give you everything, but then they ghost you because, they're starting to have feelings, that could be a part of the twin flame dynamic, but you're only going to come into union when you're energetically aligned. I'm just saying. That in and out revolving door bullshit. I don't know. I don't think I would fall for that illusion anymore, guys. I'm just saying. I think that this is why the moon card has been popping up in collective reads quite frequently for the last week or two. It's because those are some of the mysteries of illusions that we're breaking through right now as divine feminines. I know for a fact I can speak from personal fucking experience. This is exactly what has just happened to me. Like energetically, I'm getting these downloads, I'm getting these light codes and these DNA activations, and this is what's being revealed to me, guys. So this is like, as divine feminine, I'm sharing divine feminine energy right now as well. I can tap into divine masculine collective as well, but the energy for me in this feminine read is so much more heavy because I am a feminine. And that's coming from not only my perspective, but that's coming from the great divine goddess feminine perspective as well. And what I'm channeling through Arcturian and Pleiadian energies. So, clarification, any more clarification, spirit, any final messages that you guys have? So, yeah, this is about being strong. They want us to be strong, okay? Like the Arcturians and the Pleiadians and the starseed energies that are here to help us right now. They just want us to remain vigilant in our strength. Okay, they want us to remain open-hearted and intuitive as well, trusting our intuition, trusting our heart flows. That's what the Knight of Cups is about. They also want us to move forward in a playful, loving, joyfully like energy, not to be deceived or anything, but our ships are coming in, guys, energetically. Okay. And it's really taking us toward our wish fulfillments. This is the Nine of Cups. This is the Nine of Cups energy. This is about wish fulfillment, which is coming true. Divine feminines are truly manifesting their asses off. And a lot of these wish fulfillment energies are coming in the more that we break free of these stagnant Eight of Swords energies that are keeping us trapped and stuck. Okay, so Spirit is always going to tell us that they are urging and they are working their asses off to try to help us come into union. Okay, so it's not about the fact that if you guys haven't come into union yet, it's the fact that you guys are just awakening. Okay, and it's just like my grandfather said, all good things come to good girls who wait, guys. So the divine feminine is even saying, like, great divine feminine, great divine mother goddess, Gaia, Venus, Isis, Aphrodite, whoever you want to call it, like Maat, all of the great goddesses energies, great Mother Mary, she's the twin flame, guys. It's why I have her candle burning right now. She's really, really helping, like, a lot of these feminine energies, twin flame souls, that have come before us. They're sitting in our ascended masters energies right now, trying to help us, along with the Pleiadians and the Arcturians and the Lyrians, all of the starseed energies that are trying to help us, right now, come into union with our paths. They're helping us find strength in all of this. They're helping our ship come in. But it's kind of like my grandpa always said, Brandy, if you hold out for the right person, if you hold on to your chastity, the right person will come in. So it's not saying that you can't have your cake, or it's not saying that yeah, it's saying that you can't have your cake and eat it too. Okay. Just like they would tell the divine masculines or masculine energies, you know, you can't have your cake and eat it too if you want to be divine. If you want to step into divine light, if you want to step into sacred union, sacred union is that energy where back in the day, like our grandparents would court each other. They didn't have premarital sex, guys. So this is what the divine feminine is saying. This is what this is why I was channeling my grandpa's message, you know, because premarital sex will fuck everything up. If you know that you're with your divine counterpart, then and it's okay to have, you know, union with them or whatever, you're in union, it's go for it. Go for it. But if you're in the energy of fighting off karmic cycles and you're in the energy of having to fight off karmic contracts or clear up karmic contracts, or if you're still in the energy of breaking generational curses and all this other shit, then coming into union with a karmic person, energetically having the aftermath of the fucked up energy that you have to deal with in the aftermath after you have sex with someone that is not in the right vibration and is not in the same vibration as you are, that shit will energetically take you down. It'll sink your fucking ship. I'm just saying, you know? So if you hold out and wait for the right person to come in, you'll fucking know. Like, there won't be any other energies there to confuse you anymore. And this is what my spirit guides are trying to convey through me to you guys, because I've been through the lessons and I'm going through that awakening shock right now after being stuck for 3 years in this twin flame dynamic where I know what the fuck I am. Now I know what my mission is, and getting caught in the fandom of fucking twin flame shit, you know, and labels, getting stuck in labels, 3D, you know, label fucking bullcrap. It's all illusionist, fascist shit is what it is. So, yeah, sacred sexuality should make a comeback, because this is what our grandparents, you know, like my grandparents were together for 60 fucking years. That was sacred union right there. That was the perfect epiphany and revelation of what I knew for a fact this was a sacred union. A sacred union is going to last through the ages and through lifetimes. Like, I know that my grandparents, when my grandpa died, my grandma passed away not even 2 years later. Like, she was already in the early stages of Alzheimer's when my grandpa passed away anyway, but it's like she progressed even further after my grandpa left the world, and it's like she couldn't live without him. And even while she was losing her rabbit ass mind, he was all she could think about. Like, right up until the day she died, like, she knew she was going home to be with my grandpa, and she was ready, you know. But they had a notebook kind of love, and I'm saying for firsthand, like, no, this is legit. You can legitly manifest this kind of a union into your lives, but we can't do it from a distorted perspective. We can't do it while we're giving up our yoni to every single masculine that fucking comes into our energy, and we can't pin the divine sacred union on just any masculine who comes through the fucking door. Divine feminine is saying, hell no, ladies. Hell no. We have been through this shit round and round and round and round. Hell no. No more. No more. And she's saying, I will no longer stress myself the fuck out thinking that I gotta manifest all this crazy poppycock to fucking come into union. No, 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 no. It's about an energetic understanding, an energetic embodiment, and an energetic response, guys. It is an energetic response. It is called cause and effect, and it's energy. Energy. Energetic cosmic cause and effect. Okay, so strength is saying just hold on, guys. Hold on. Tame the beast within. Tame the beast within, ladies. Tame the beast within, divine masculines. Divine union takes work. Tame the beast within. Don't go sleep with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Don't give the yoni up just to anybody. Masculines, Don't be thinking with your lower chakras, guys. Don't be thinking with them lower chakras. Okay, so the lion beside me represents my beast within. Do you want to know how I tamed this wild cat? Not with rage, not with violence, and not with hate, not with lust even. Instead, with a patience, compassion, for forgiveness, and love. That is the soft way I chose to approach everything. That is how I created a safe environment in my life. My message to you today is that you can do the same. You can use peace to tame inner, or outer beasts. The strength you need is already within you. You have the power to overcome any obstacle. Let your confidence grow, conquer your fears, control your impulses, do not act irrationally, break all of your negative energies, quiet them, find more peace. Fight any doubt you may have. This way, you will be stronger in the end, always. The beast and passions within. It's about taming the beast and the passions within, inner strength and patience. Patience. What is it? That song? What is it? Patience? Yes, song. It's a song. Patience. Guns N' Roses, guys. Can't you hear Axl Rose's voice in your mind right now? Yeah, just a little patience. Sorry. You guys are going to have to get used to me doing that on this channel. Love and light. Anyway. So it's about trusting yourself and having the confidence to fight that victory to the very end. Fighting that victory to the very end. The Knight of Cups. This is about embodying that Knight of Cups energy. And what the Knight of Cups is saying to you guys right now, the Divine Feminine's message of the Knight of Cups is love is a compass. Love is a compass. I'm a knight of the heart. I'm attractive because I know how to love myself as well as others. My quest of love is of love and romance, but my heart is smarter than my head. It's why my emotions are the map I'm following to guide me through life. I'm always connected to my intuition. I'm sending you an invitation to follow me. But if you wish to do so, you have to go by my rules. Don't just love, express your love. Don't just dream, manifest your dream. Don't just hope, fight for your passions. Imagine and feel, but also act. Commit to the world, turn your ideas into something real with all your heart. Let love, in the largest sense, be your strong and unique compass. Become a knight of the heart in your own turn. Follow your heart instead of your head. This is a quest of love, imagination, but it's also a quest of action. So, in order to take action, the Wands cards are always about action. 3 of Wands. Don't wait till your ships come in, guys. Be the ship. I don't know where the hell that came from. It just came out. Take it how it resonates, guys. Take it how it resonates. Okay, so you have 3 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Okay, this is going to be the final message. It's actually, no, it's not the final message. The final message is the 9 of Cups. But so you have the 3 of Wands. This is called As Bold as I Am. Oops, my bad. Do the skull and the wand that I hold scare you? Does it scare you? They shouldn't, because you're strong enough to face them. They only destroy those who are not well prepared and not motivated enough to persist. Which is not your case, as I feel it. A divine feminine will know that this is her journey, for sure. She's going to persist in this journey. That's what divine feminine does. It's not your case, though. I encourage you, in the most erotical way or egorical way, to continue to grow, to learn, and to conquer new worlds. Of course, you will experiment changes, great challenges. That's a part of the game. The night is not for cowards. It's for brave and ambitious spirits. But be at ease with that. Your strength, your confidence, and your foresight will get you through any difficulty. So be bold and dare to be fully you. This is about opportunities, conquering spirit, concentration of foresight, and temerity. All right. Coming into your 9 of Cups and 9 of... Ooh, patience, ladies. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles with temperance underneath. 9 of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, what else? What else? Healing energy. Four of Swords. Temperance. Be patient. You're healing. Oh, but everything that you're dreaming of is coming. It's coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Cups coming. The Ace of... Oh, my God. Oh, my God, guys. Those of you guys that are really doing the work, and you know what this fucking shit is all about, man? You freeing yourself. When you free yourself of the illusions that are keeping you stuck, guys, the Ace of Pentacles comes in. The Ace of Cups comes in. Okay. Wish fulfillment. Like, this is healing. Healing energy. Four of Swords. Then you have Temperance. The angels are working with you guys on this situation. Divine Mother Goddess is working triple time tonight and over this next week, especially until you guys get to the full moon. You're going to have triple goddess energy working in your favor to help you guys stay strong. Don't give in to your lusts. Don't give in to your temptations. You have to follow your heart is following your intuition. So if you've got red flags coming up, man, you have to really go within, evaluate whether it's your ego striking up fear, creating situations, use your discernment, because you guys are moving towards your Nine of Cups and your Nine of Pentacles. Now is not the time to get sidetracked. Now is not the time to let lower vibrational energies and come in and fuck you off of what you're trying to manifest right now. You guys are on a good roll here. Okay, but this is also about going in and removing that finality of that energy that's keeping stagnant situations, keeping you guys from moving toward, keeping you guys from moving out of these karmic cycles, keeping you guys stuck in the energy of getting stuck, believing the wrong shit, believing that you're not on the right path, not trusting your gut, not being confident enough in what you're downloading, and trusting your own intuitions. Right now you guys have to trust your intuition. You have to follow your heart. It's the only way that you guys are going to get through this journey. And it's the only way that you guys are going to be able to come into union completely, not only just with yourselves, but coming into sacred union with your divine counterparts. You guys got to stop believing and believing everything that you hear. That's just what my spirit guides are telling me. You have to stop believing everything that you're hearing. You guys have to learn how to go within. And if it's shit's not resonate, don't force it. This is to some of those energies that want to stay obsessed. Okay. Divine Feminine is also saying, no, 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 no. The last thing you want to do is get stuck in an energy get stuck in an energy of perception. And that's just it. We have to open our hearts. And if we truly want sacred union, we have to be patient. We have to work on ourselves. It's about work. Everybody just can't have a happy-go-lucky relationship and not do the work. If you're not doing the work, you're not going to have a happy union. But if you're not doing the work on yourself, if you're not loving yourself, then how are you going to love anybody else? I swear, I don't know how long I'll be channeling RuPaul, but I'll probably channel RuPaul for the rest of my fucking life because, just like some of these archetypes, positive influences on our lives for a reason. It's like you get the messages and synchronicities everywhere. You can't stay stuck on that shit. You can't stay stuck in the Five of Pentacles energy. You've got to come into balance somehow. And we have to relieve that anxiety. We're empresses, so we need to own that, guys. Let me get a final message from the universe has your back, because I do believe that the Divine Feminine has pretty much exhausted her voice for the night. I think the main message is that Divine Feminine wanted to get out there for the collective in this episode of The Naked Truth. This is just the energy for this week. So I'm pretty sure next week's Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine presents The Naked Truth videos. They're going to touch on more aspects of the twin flame dynamic, guys. That's why they're going to be episodes, because there's so many different facets of the twin flame dynamic, guys. They want you to know the truth about it all. They don't want you guys to get stuck in misconstrued information anymore. This has been happening for like the last year or 2 years. And Spirit is saying, like, 2020 fucking is the year of removing all illusions. So we're going to get the right, correct information out there to you guys. So if you would like, subscribe, share my videos. If this resonated with you, if you guys want personal readings, please look in the description box below. I have all my information there for you guys. You can message me my email. For those of you that want to book personal readings, you can follow me on social media pages. All the information is in the description box below. But if you guys want to get notified to future videos, please hit the notification bell and make sure that you have hit the notification bell and you'll get notified every time I go live or every time I post a new video, so that you guys can stay tuned. Okay. So, final messages from the universe has your back, guys. Messages from the divine feminine universe has your back. Message to and from the great divine feminine is nothing is sexier than my authentic truth. Yes, when we're standing in our power, we tend to attract more energies to us. But divine feminine also wants you to be aware of the kind of energies that you are attracting to yourself, okay? Because remember, in some aspect, even though we are enlightened, even though we are on a path to ascension, we still have distorted energies that we are going through and healing. So the more you shine, the more kinds of wonky energies you can attract to you. It's all a part of the dark matter transformation or transmutation, okay, and integration. We are still at a constant basis. We are integrating dark matter. It is why we are in constant motion to create. It's why we are in constant motion to change. Guys, why we go through changes. So, okay, so final message from the universe has your back. All right. It says, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Whoop. These cards don't want to stay in my hands, guys. Spirit's moving pretty quickly. And we are also into the midnight hour, and we're going toward 2 a.m. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so, yes. One more message, guys. One more message from the universe has your back. Divine Feminine Collective. The Naked Truth. Message for Divine Feminines. Spirit, this is a message. We need a message for the Divine Feminines on their journey here. Healing and transmuting. All right. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. This is about, stepping into that confidence of your own magic and what you can create from this point forward. How you can always reset the button every day and manifest anything your heart desires. Okay, so underneath the deck, you also have my capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words that I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power that I need when I'm lost. All right? My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words that I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power that I need when I'm lost. I kind of got silent on that one for a second because I needed it to sink in, I guess. Capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need. So, like I said, I always say it. I always say love is the universal law of transmuting pain and fear into power. So, always being ready to speak up. You got to speak up and speak your truth and have the compassion that you need to do so. Forgive where forgiveness is due, and take your power back in any other situations where you feel like you're lost, or where you feel like your energy was not met in certain situations. So this is just a message for some of you guys that are chasing distorted masculines, and you're trying to attract your divine masculine. Be confident and know that you are magical and that you can create anything that you want to in your life. You don't have to settle for the distortions. You don't have to settle for the bullshit and the lies. The energy that you love will give you exactly what you seek. When you're embodying love, you're attracting it to you. So the more that you guys remove those distortions, the more that you guys pull the blinders off and come into the truth and compassion of what you need to do for yourself in this energy, the faster that you guys are going to come into union with your divine counterparts. So this is what the overall energy and the message from the great divine feminine, they wanted you guys to know tonight. So that concludes this reading, and as brandinimojo, I approve of this message. And I just want to send you guys love and light. And if you guys got triggered during my video, I just want to say that I love you, and that to trigger you is to help you. So if you guys found yourself triggered in this video, I'm only doing that out of love, guys. And sometimes the truth hurts, and sometimes we don't want to see that we're not on the right path, you know? Sometimes we want to know that we're on the right path, and most of the time we are, but we're definitely not on the right path if we're chasing the wrong things. So sometimes the truth hurts, and sometimes we don't want to see things because we have our own visions and our own views of how we think things should be. But the divine feminine is saying, no, 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 young Padawans. We can't have that anymore. It's time to close out these cycles and break these generational curses, and to stay stuck in that energy is just absolute bullshit. So she's saying, I love you guys. And I'm saying, I love you guys. And I'm saying that this has been a message from Tribal Awakening Ministries. And until next time, love and light.